and pollution. All manners of atrocities are flung at us from all directions. And it is enough to draw even the most light-hearted person into a pit of despair. Fortunately, a great way to counteract all that ugly is to be the change we want to see. None of us can change the entire world all by ourselves, but by making small amendments in our lives and encouraging others to do the same, a snowball effect occurs that can affect the entire planet in time. On that note, it's our honor and privilege to have with us today Dr. Arunachalam Muruganantham, popularly known as the Padman of India, to deliver the ninth edition of our distinguished I'm the Change talk series. The topic for today's session is Being Small, You Can Bring Big Changes. I now request Dr. Kasturi Das, Professor of Economics and Chairperson, Sustainability and Social Responsibility, IMT Ghaziabad, to share a few words about the genesis of the I Am the Change talk series and the SSR course.
Thank you, Shivansh. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you and good evening, everyone. And good evening, sir, Dr. Muruganantham. Good evening, Dr. Vishal Talwar, Dr. Amit Sarin, my dear student Shivansh, and everybody who has joined us. And I can see a lot of students and my faculty colleagues and all our staff members joining. And of course, we are going live. So we have invited everyone to be with us. It's really a great pleasure for us to have with us Dr. Muruganantham. I won't take much time just to share with you, sir, the genesis of this talk that we are having. We are having the 9th edition of the talk. And how we all started. It all started on 1st of October 2016 when we launched this I Am the Change initiative on sustainability and social responsibility. Of course, you can understand that our initiative is inspired by Mahatma Gandhiji's eternal teaching, be the change you want to see in the world. But not only that, we are also inspired by his educational philosophy, which has guided us in coming up with this initiative. So what happens under this initiative is that it's we call this course, as Shivansh was mentioning, we call it Sustainability and Social Responsibility, or our students call it SSR course. So it's a 3-credit compulsory course under which our students are actually working with communities in collaboration with our esteemed partners. So for that, we develop partnership with various NGOs as well as government agencies. And we also try to see that each of these small social projects, each of it is in alignment with one or more sustainable development goals of the United Nations. So the whole idea behind this is to expose our students to situations that allow them to see how people live who are unlike themselves. Because we are fortunate enough, not only our students, most of us are fortunate enough to come from more privileged background, if we put it like that. But there is other side of this country that our beloved country, India, and there is this Bharat, which is much less fortunate. So we thought that this is our way of contributing to society. That is one vision behind it. And that vision also we draw from the vision of our founder, Mahendranath Ji, because when he initiated this institution, which has already completed more than 40 years, his vision was that this institution will not only contribute towards development of business and other stakeholders, but also towards society as one of the most important stakeholder. And that vision is also embedded in the vision and mission statements that IMT Ghaziabad has actually imbibed. So we believe in that vision that our students should come out of this institute after completion of whatever courses they're doing. They should not only look at their purpose as contributing towards business or profit, but there should be some bigger purpose. And that is the vision behind this initiative. So what we do is that as part of that initiative, it's an integral part, this I Am the Change talk. We have got delivered already 8 talks by distinguished speakers. And the whole philosophy behind having this talk series as part of the SSR course is that to allow our students an opportunity to learn from the lives and journey of real change makers and social transformationists like Dr. Muruganantham sir. You are here with us today. So that is the vision with which we started. And without much ado, I think I would not like to spend more time on it. I would now request Dr. Vishal Talwar, Director IMT Ghaziabad, to say a few words and also take us forward in today's journey. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Das. I think it's an absolute, it's incredible, in fact. I think when about a month back, when Professor Das had mentioned that, Shri Muruganantham has agreed to be a part of the I Am the Change talk series, I think I was rather elated. And I think and this is also because of the fact that, I think hand to heart, most of us at some time or the other, or possibly at this moment of time, is also experiencing some of these elements of taboos that exist, whether it is about a temple, whether at home, whether outside, whether it is about going to the kitchen, whether it is about some of these other aspects which at times affects all and sundry. And let me remind you, this is not a localized phenomenon. This is something which is not around any region, but it is based across the land. And that's something which at times you always find mystifying. I might also add at times situations where you have different utensils possibly, for food or whatever else. Now, those are things which are obviously viewed as normal at times. A lot of people question them, a lot of people reflect on them, and there are some people who actually do something about it. And I'm so glad to have somebody like Shri Muruganantham, who's here with us today, who's actually shown the path for this kind of change. And of course, aptly, we've termed the talk today as being a talk about change. Because as a business school, as a management institution, as a respected management institution, it is not about the objective of paradigm shifts as far as domain knowledge is concerned, or marketing or finance, but it is also about paradigm shifts in thought, paradigm shifts in how we view what's our philosophy, what's our worldview, what do we believe about certain things that we observe and we see across the world. So I'm absolutely elated and absolutely glad that we have with us the Padman of India. And of course, I first got to know about you, sir, when obviously, like most other people, when we all saw the movie. And I believe most of the movie is absolutely reflective of your journey. I'm not sure about the songs and dances, but most of the movie is absolutely reflective of your life, your times, your struggles. Thank you very much for being with us today. A little bit on the Padman of India, Shri Muruganantham. He's someone who obviously embarked on a painstaking journey more than 2 decades ago, against all odds, to make available sanitary napkins at a very affordable price. I would imagine this is something that is still, in the mainstream of urban centers is an expensive proposition. But he was someone who actually realized that, it is important to be able to provide these at low cost. Because he believed, and obviously every month people were exposing themselves, women were exposing themselves to multiple health hazards because of the lack of proper menstrual hygiene. So his mission essentially led him to create the world's first low-cost sanitary pad making machine, which in 2006 won him the award of the best innovation for the betterment of society from the Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, and also presidential award thereafter. He was featured on Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential People in 2014. In 2016, he was awarded the Padma Shri by the President of India. His journey inspired, of course, as I mentioned earlier, the movie that most of us are familiar with. Currently, more than 2,400 machines made by his startup Jayashree Industries are installed across 27 states in India and 17 other countries. Which means that this particular phenomenon that he's trying to address and innovate for is not just something that plagues a country like ours, but across many other parts of the world. His vision of working for the women, by the women, has not only advanced the cause of menstrual hygiene in India and beyond, but has also fostered financial empowerment for thousands of women involved in the sanitary pad making venture. Of course, we are very, very glad, very happy, very elated that you're here with us, sir. Thank you very much. And over to you. We have so many people. I believe we've kind of, broken the circuit in a way, Shivansh, isn't it, today? with the attendance and of course, because of Professor Kasturi Das's initiative. So thank you very much, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Shivangi, 45 minutes? No, 5:45, okay. So good evening, everyone. So I'm audible now. So anything disturbance happen on power, on connectivity, please stay, we will reconnect, okay? Because we are living in India. So there may be a power cut, broadband connection disturbance. So please stay. So everyone said, you know, Padman of India, there are film, everything happens. So what is the basic, you know, you are from IMT, what is your aim? If I ask a bunch of students or the whole college, everyone going to say, I want to be a successful person, whether it is a girl or boy. So the moment you underline success, what way they want to success means it is nothing but accumulation of money or getting a CTC of 1 crore or 2 crore, something underlining in a newspaper. IMT student got 1 crore CTC salary. So it's not like that. So hear my story for another 45 or 1 hour. So how I did, how I succeeded, how I make the success as a byproduct. So please note down. So please don't run back in the success or you want to win something, then you will get bored. Please don't try to win the life. Definitely I'm underlining the sentence, beginning of my speech. Please don't try to win your life. Then you will get bored. You will get dejected. Just live. Then everything become byproduct. Now I'm going to present one presentation. I'm going to share. So very nice subject. Being small, you can bring big changes. So I know not to be, yeah.
Sir,
yeah.
Sorry to intervene. Could you please
yeah.
go to slideshow mode?
Fine.
Could you please go to slideshow? It's not yet coming, sir.
Not yet coming.
It will come. From the beginning, you can, yeah, from the beginning, yeah.
No?
Yeah, no, not yet come. I think it will take little time.
Let us see. We did trial on other platform. Suddenly on final moment they changed.
Yeah, there is a change. Yeah.
Or so, it is visible now. I can do like this.
Yeah, so it is visible, but it is not. Yeah,
because
that's fine. We can go on.
Okay, so it is cake walk for me because I no need to prove myself. I'm a son of Mukesh Ambani or brother of Gautam Adani. Nothing. Everyone knows I am small. No need to prove myself by spending $1 million or 2 million. Then next you are telling, you know, that the caption, as Madam said, I am the change initiative on sustainability. It is a very, very, very important word for entrepreneurship, especially whether you are doing a service or you are doing a business or you in your career. Sustainability, sustain. Even you are in ICU, the doctor will ask whether the patient is able to sustain after giving the injection or after the surgery. So sustaining is very, very important, whether it is a cutthroat business or social responsibility, not a matter. Next photograph, don't laugh. This is the picture. I'm lecturing 1,100 branch managers in sales of Kishore Bayani's Big Bazaar. Now where he is. So this is called sustainable. He wrote a book called It Happening in India, Everything. I openly asked him in front of his brother, sir, you never pay the debt, but you are started writing a book. So sustainability, even I can put large number of photographs from Nirav Modi, Vijay Mallya, even, you know, now that startups are mushrooming. They are unable to sustain. The biggest problem in India in starting up entrepreneurship or startup is they are unable to sustain. So please hear my story. The important point is sustaining is very, very important. Then now Sir is uprised me and Madam telling people are calling me a Padman of India, Padma Shri Award, you know, times. What I did, what Muruga did, Very, very simple. I converted a social problem into a successful livelihood. That's it. But it took 24 years. Because here I don't want to say I struggle, I hard work, because from the day one, I passionately love what I'm doing. That's what I've never said anywhere, any dayas, I struggled, I died, nothing. I'm enjoying even today. Because that's what I'm telling. The very first secret is how to make your life into success, or you want to win, please select what you like. Because of you are getting more, you are doing something, out of it you are selecting it, one day you will get failed. Because please select even your life partner or career or entrepreneurship, what you are liking. Then what the social problem I converted into successful livelihood. 90% of women in India are not using sanitary pad. See the slide, usually I used to show in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, in live shows in the auditorium. There are women filled in the hall, but nothing will happen. But while I'm using the same slide in London or in Las Vegas or in New York or in Tokyo, the moment I put the slide on screen, the women in the hall used to say, oh my God, this bush, because women in the West, they're unable to even digest how an Indian woman are able to manage without using a sanitary pad on menstrual days. Why nothing is happening even on online, hundreds of women, maybe you are seeing that presentation, even nothing will happen in your mind, because in your mind, in Indian women having, if a poor woman in India are not using sanitary pad on period days, maybe she is going to use a rag cloth. But in my experience of 24 years work and beginning of 12 years work, I found many part of India, because India is not built by 20 super metros, 100 tier 2 cities, 300, 400 tier 3 cities. No, India is built by 500,000 villages. So that's what called India. It is a subcontinent, not even a country. It is a subcontinent. If anybody born here, it is a boon. You are straight away born into, into heaven. So what is heaven? If you ask me, I will say India is the heaven. And India has opportunities everywhere. Wherever you touch, there is an opportunity, but it's lying in a different mode. Then what they are using, out of 12 years, I realized, then I started telling outside, in India, women are using on period days to manage sawdust, dry tree leaves, old newspaper ash. That's what I was there in ISRO. I met the MD. He is saying, Muruga, we are going to send our women to moon, Mars. Then I laughed. I told in open I asked, sir, first you give sanitary pad to each and every woman. Then we can send our women to moon and Mars. So this is not a, when I'm talking on 2004, I'm talking in Delhi, 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9. But nobody is agreeing with me, because I told only 10% women are using sanitary pad. So then what happened, next? It is a blank slide, which I'm using. The moment I put the slide, what is your mind saying? Why the speaker is using a empty slide, blank slide? Usually I use a plain slide. Recently, I gave a lecture in Unilever in London. Because of that corporate mandatory, some color comes in left and right. Otherwise, I use a blank slide. Why I am putting this? Anyone, you are hearing my story, you are watching my story. For success, the very, very important criteria or, eligibility is you want clarity of what you're doing. That is very, very important. Please, whenever you are trying to do something from tomorrow, lock your room before one day evening. Then you check or you clear what you are going to do. Check your clarity again and again. Even I woke up in the midnight, you have to tell without slipping your tongue what you are going to do, how you are going to do, what is your idea. So this is what I'm having a clarity is very, very important. Then I come to my story. I born as a handloom weaver son in down south of Coimbatore. So suddenly my father died in a road accident. Then my mother became the caretaker of the family. So the moment a housewife become a caretaker of the family, what she will do, she join in the nearby farms for 10 rupees or 15 rupees per day wages. Out of it, she is trying to make me as a police officer, and I'm having two younger sisters, one sister to doctor, and another sister into lawyer. Why? Because she used to see a lot of movies in during talkies, not even a proper theater. It is the theater is a tacky made of thatched roof, where Vaijayantis and Hema Malinis will play role in film. So that what my mother is seeing the film, she want to make it what the heroines are doing in screen into real life. That I understood as an adolescent boy. That why to support my mother one day under the neem tree in the noon time with the company of shepherd boy, I decide from tomorrow I'm not going to school. That is an important day. If I never did the decision, maybe I became a graduate, I joined somewhere. There is no story of Muruga or Padman. So I decide not to go to school, but what I can do? So I'm only 9th standard. So I join in a nearby workshop in nearby city, Coimbatore, to fetch BDs and tea for seniors. Then later I learned welding. Then I become a professional welder. Then I start a small welding workshop. The moment you are having age around 20, 23, you are having a small business. What is next? Even you are, after knowing it is very risky and expensive, many men they are suffering. Knowing everything, I also did the same mistake. One day I got married. That too, it is an arranged marriage, not a love marriage. So why I'm saying, I don't know how many of you are living in a joint family, because if you want to learn management, joint family is the key source to learn management, not IIMs and Harvard and Stanfords. Why I am saying, so management means flexible. See, I'm showing my fingers how flexible it is. Once it has become flexible, I'm able to lift the tumbler, everything. If my complete whole fingers into freeze, even you can't lift a tumbler, even a glass. So why I'm saying, from my childhood, we lived around 18, 20 members, joint family with my mother, my father's brother, his wife, and their children. So out of it, whenever I love buri, before taking bath, coming to take the buri, my younger brother will finish off the buri. I adjust with the urgently made upma by my mother. This adjustment I have from my childhood. This is called management. Later, it helped me a lot to HR management, even recruitment, even on strategical decision. Everything is adjustment and flexibility. Then, being an arranged marriage guy, my important job is to impress my new wife. To impress my new wife, I used to give 5 rupees plastic pendant or 10 rupees glass bangle, not giving to direct. I used to gift wrap. Then I said, my wife name is Santi, close your eyes, turn right, turn left. This way I'm giving a value addiction for my small gift. So I'm not a retailer with a brand to giving a value addiction on packing. I'm an orthodox husband, but I want to make my gift a little bit worthy. That's what I used to pack. Then I said, close your eyes, Santi, turn left, turn right. So this way my life gone. One day I saw on noon time is only time for the privacy to intimate each other. On the day Santi is carrying something behind her, the purpose is to hide me. She is walking like something wrong. Then as I ran away behind her, I saw a nasty rag cloth with blood stain. I don't even use the cloth to do any work. Then I realized the same bloodstained cloth I used to see in a thatched toilet backyard of my home, used by my sisters in my adolescent age. Now I am seeing after 5-6 years in my wife's hand. Then I asked on a particular day, I don't know about what is happening, the female body, how it is happening, when it is happening. But I understood there is some product, even I don't know the term, called sanitary pad. I asked my wife on a day, there is some product in shop, why you are not using that product? You are adopting this unhygiene method. She replied like slapping on my cheek. I also know about that. I am watching that in advertisement in my nearby home TV. We don't have TV in the nearby home TV. But if I use that product myself, your sisters, all women at our family, then we have to cut our family milk budget. See, then I shocked, what is the connection between using a sanitary pad and not buying milk for family? Then I understood it matter of affordability. Then I particular day, I don't get any idea, because if anyone succeeded, they are become a celebrity or they are into media. If you go and ask, why sir you are doing this? They used to say like this, I am follower of Gandhi. I am that follower of Mother Teresa. I want to do something for society. I don't want to lie in front of the small crowd, what you are hearing that online. On a particular day, I'm getting only one idea. I'm getting a chance. Why not offer a sanitary pad packet as a gift to my new wife? That's all. Because I don't want to lie with the younger generation. On a day, I'm illiterate, I'm a welder, I am newly married guy, I want to impress my wife. I am seeing my wife is using unhygiene cloth. Immediately I thought, why not offer a sanitary pad packet as a gift? That is true. Even I'm lying, many you know. That's what I'm saying. If you want to be an entrepreneur, stop lying. Keep truth 100%. Don't laugh at me. Because business means if you speak truth, then no. Catch truth. Run entrepreneurship. See what the miracle is happening. Because I am following that. Then I took my cycle. I ride 14 kilometers from a village to the Coimbatore city. Then I end up in a medical shop. That is the only shop even today to buy all brands of the sanitary pad or any menstrual items. Then the shopkeeper asking, what brand you want? Who knows the brand and all? I just point out a packet in front of the room, in the showcase. The shopkeeper took the packet and he never handed over me like other product. He wrapped in the old newspaper. He looks left and right. He handed over me like a smuggling product. Even today, you ask the sanitary product, they will put in a black cover or brown cover. It is happening even today, no matter it is in Mumbai or Kolkata or in Delhi. Then I took the packet, then I gift wrap it as usual. Then I'm trying to hand over to my wife. The moment she opened the packet, the price is showing 62 rupees. 24 years ago, she shouted at me like anything. Please return the packet, buy 3 kilogram rice, 2 liter of heatable oil, this, that, why you are wasting your money? See what happened. I'm trying to do something good. She is in a different angle. 62 rupees, it is, the buying power is 3 kilogram rice, 2 liters of heatable oil, something. But which shopkeeper will take back that packet? That's what I kept the packet in my workshop. Then one day I opened the packet. I want to see why the shopkeeper put in the cover in the newspaper and all. Very first time I'm taking out a sanitary pad. It is an 8-inch length, white color substance, like a bandage. It is a fluffy material. If white means fluffy means it's a cotton inside. Maybe the weight is 10 gram. Please note, gentlemen, I am living in Coimbatore. I'm already told my father is a handloom weaver. We used to make saris, cotton saris. That's what I'm having rapport with cotton, yarn and all. That is my domain. Because please note, domain I will use. It is very important. It's a key for your entrepreneurial or any success, domain knowledge. Then I thought 10 gram cotton raw material cost in 94, maybe 10 paise. Why should I pay for 8 rupees per pad? Then a hunch happened in the school dropout Muruganantham. Why not try to make affordable pad for my wife? Everything. See, please note, gentlemen, everything I started for my wife, now it is gone global. If you want to change your village or your city or your country, please start the change from your family, then street, then village. Why I'm saying many people, they straight away coming from home to change the world. Even they never change their home. It is impossible. Then I went to a textile mill because 400 mills in Coimbatore. Every street we are having textile mills. I bought cotton web, cut into rectangle. I made napkin in 2 days. But where can I check? I need a women volunteer. The only available choice or victim is my wife. Then I don't know when the menstruation happening, how it is happening. I gift wrap the 4 napkin which I made. Then I'm handing to my wife. Then I'm asking feedback. I'm going to take lunch. Use it. After taking lunch, you give the feedback. See, like giving a chocolate, I'm asking the feedback like a foolish. But today I know I'm a fool. But on particular day, I don't know nothing. Santi laughed. Don't like that. It is happening only. You have to wait for a month. Then only I came to know it is happening monthly once. I never shy to tell this in an open forum on a webinar, because many they born as a boy, then they become a man, then they become a husband, then father, grandfather, great grandfather. Then they are dying without knowing what is happening in the partner's body. Luckily, I came to know everything, what is happening in my partner's body from the day one on my early marriage days. Then I forgot the napkin which I gave to Santi. Then 2-3 weeks gone. Then one day, same lunchtime, I'm entering to take lunch at my home. I'm getting the feedback for the napkin which I'm giving to Santi 3 weeks ago. She shout like that, what napkin you gave it to me? It is very nasty. I'm going back to my cloth using method. Then it's a real research started, because if the napkin is fine, if Santi said on the day, there is no story of Muruga, because anyone can buy cotton web from mill, they can cut into rectangle, they can make their own pad. But Santi say, what napkin you gave it to me, it is very bad. I'm going back to rack cloth use method. Then that why it has happened, the cotton which I used is a superior cotton from Lakshmi mills of Coimbatore. They are running the mill for 100 years. Then the real research started. Then I tried with other mill cotton, and every time making napkin, handovering to Santi, waiting for a month is a time-taking process. That's what I catch my younger sisters. Then that, that subject which I'm talking on a public forum on webinar, this is the biggest taboo in society, not in India, not in Asia, across the globe. There is a taboo on menstruation there in New York, there in Berlin, there in Tokyo. So don't think Muruga is doing in India back or no. Menstrual taboo is general for the world. If women there is in Mars, maybe Mars woman too having that taboo of menstrual hygiene. Then whenever I'm talking about feedback, my sister and wife become very uncomfortable, because very first time in the world, a brother is talking to your sisters about their menstruation. You just imagine how it is possible. A quarter century ago, I'm talking, not today. That's what they want me. If you're going on doing this chilly thing, then we will tell to your mother, to my mother. Then my mother knows me, she became Calcutta Bhadragali. That's what they thought. I dropped the research, but I never dropped, because that failure touched my ego, because I am working on iron, 10 mm, 20 mm, 50 mm iron dots. I am bending, I am making grills and gates. The simple cotton makes me fail. That's what I don't want to drop it. Only problem, I need girl or women volunteer. Where can I get? Then I got an idea. Why not try with medical college girls, 42 kilometers away from small workshop. Somehow I get few medical college girls, then become dozen. Even medical college girls, the future doctor, having the same hesitation what they had in my family, the uneducated women, to share their detail of personal hygiene with the unknown man. That makes me to wear a sanitary pad in my underwear. But I can wear a sanitary pad. Where can I go for uterus? I made a small uterus in a rubber bladder. I filled animal blood in it. I tied on my hip. There is animal blood, goat blood in it. A tube connection to the bladder, to the napkin which I'm wearing. While I'm walking and I'm cycling, I made a small press. A dosage of blood will go to the sanitary pad. Please note down that whole research never happened in Las Vegas or in Tokyo. It happened in a small Orthodox village of UP like Coimbatore, a small village. Something is happening around me. Because of interest, I never realized what the other people are seeing me, what they are thinking about. But while I'm using the medical college girl, I hide the matter to my family. That makes a big problem. One day, Santi serving lunch, asking a permission. I'm going to ask one thing, don't mistake in me. I said, go ahead. She started crying. Many of my friends saying, you're roaming with medical college girls. Then I said, no, she never convinced. She said, I want to go to my parents' home for a few days. Then I dropped my wife in my mother-in-law home. A month gone, 2 months gone, she never come back. I got a divorce notice. That's the first chocolate I got for my work. To whom I tried, she never understood. It's a temporary separation. I never taken it serious because my mother is with me. But even after using sanitary pad for 2-3 weeks, it became very unnatural. But one secret I decoded from the God by using sanitary pad, wet sanitary pad in my underwear. The strongest creature created by God in the world, not a elephant, not a lion, not a tiger, the women. Any men hearing this, you are having doubt, use wet sanitary pad, send your feedback to muruganantham_@yahoo.com. Then even after using sanitary pad myself, now I'm coming to the point, where I put my nose, the domain, it is meant for Europe's and Americans since 1932, Second World War. The menstrual hygiene products come under FMCG. It is a hot competitive product. You need multi-billion-dollar investment. And there are taboo, there are religion, everything. Not only taboo, it is in the hand of American and Europe business. This all I don't know. I put my nose, I'm struggling because it is a secret. I am trying to use all sort of cotton. I'm not getting result. If I buy a napkin from shop, it is working perfectly. Both are white. I'm sending that both the material cotton to IIT, Bitsblan, everywhere. They're declaring we found inside is cotton. See how a school dropout is struggling. I paid a 5,500, 6,000, 24 years ago for test fees. By the time even a TVS 50 Muffet costs 3,000 rupees, you can buy Yamaha bike. Then after 2.5 years, I know what is a secret raw material. It is simple. The cotton which is used by multinational, it is not from plant. It is derived from pine wood. Then even knowing that, before knowing that, my wife left. One point of time, I'm trying to research the used napkin which I bought from that medical college girls. I'm seriously researching with the used napkin of 20 girls on the backyard of my home. What happened to my napkin and company napkin? I never realized my mother is coming back on a fine Sunday. The moment come and saw the substance, my mother cried like anything. Even today, I realized she told the same. Somebody did on my son something. He became totally mad. You know, she left immediately, taking all their belongings. The moment mother left, the whole village come out a story. My body enter a bad domain. That's what I am becoming vampire in the evening, drinking girls' blood. That's what they want to take the bad domain from my body by hanging myself upside down in a holy tree. If the village guys, they do like this, they will kill me. That's why I ran away from that village in a midnight. Then by the time I found what is the important secret of raw material, even though next, you need this multi-million-dollar plant to process the material. See, gentlemen, are everyone hearing now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, fine. Any disturbance, please call on my mobile. Okay, then I will continue. Okay. So I'm asking you, gentlemen, if you're trying something, it become harder, more harder, it become toughest, what you will do? Even you are a gold medalist in MBA, you will give up. But my philosophy is, if you are something you are trying, it become harder, means it is an indication by your small God. Go ahead. It has become harder. It is indication by Lord Shiva. Go ahead. The moment what you took to do thing, it has become harder, more harder. It is a clear selection. Go ahead, do it. Because it is getting harder, you are leaving it. You are trying to some easy thing that anyone can do it. Then what I did, I spent another 6.5 years on this method, T&D method. This is the only method given by Lord Shiva to do new things, to innovate new things. It is nothing but trial and error method. Because I'm openly admitting in a public forum, I did this innovation on trial and error method on my own money, in my own small workshop. By many times I used to sell my blood in a public hospital for traveling expenses. So the same, if a corporate or ISRO or NASA doing with other people money, they won't admit themselves they did on trial and error method. That way the world, the scientists coined the word called R&D. This is a stupid word, make the entire 2 centuries into waste. All the breakthrough innovation happens only in 17th, 18th centuries and beginning of 19th century. Why? Because even being a professor or principal or dean of a college, the moment you saw that R&D, you get back. Oh my God, this is meant for Kalams and ISROs, NASA's. I'm asking you, please, younger generation, don't afraid the moment you see R&D board anywhere, put thoda pani upper R&D, dilute karo, it become T&D. So this is the method for the whole human generation. They made, for a purpose or for selfishness, they convert into R&D. There is no R&D in the world. Even in the inside R&D dilute, you found T&D. So out of it, I made this machine from the day one. I took almost 10 years. Why I took so much years? This innovation is purposely made into simple. So please note it down. Because you studied from IMT or you are from IMA, BCD or in Stanford, you always try to come out a complicated thing. Because if you do simple, people may think why you are doing simple like that. But this is purposely made into simple. Any illiterate woman or uneducated woman can apply the same raw material used by P&G and J&J on this equipment. The women or girl can make world-class sanitary pad. So how I check, again, I'm coming to the point. I'm very happy to speak in IMT and MBA students. From the day one, the product is co-created with the customer. It's very, very important. Nowadays, the younger generation are very busy, very fast to become a unicorn, multicorn, popcorn. It is useless. Please check the product, whether you did on co-creation basis or with your greed, with your team in an AC room or in where. So this is the product. From day one, I tried to co-create a pad to my wife, my sister, my fellow medical college girls, or the women. The end product sanitary pad, which is going to be used by a woman or girl, from there I am checking. Very tough. So while I'm giving the cotton pads, I am the first Amazon guy used to supply napkin at the doorstep of hostel, medical college hostel. That's why, because the napkin is good or not, girls have started using. While I'm asking, they used to say, brother, the napkin is good, but inside the good, I found not good. That's why I'm going on researching. See, that feedback, even the customers say good, okay, sir, but you have to see in unokay, not okay something. Now I found the real raw material, exact raw material. Now I had the equipment to process. I made pads and I'm giving to the same fourth batch of medical college girls. By the time Indian girls have started riding scooters, scooty something without self-starter. I met a girl on the fine day. I'm telling the scooter color is fine. And then the napkin, they used to call me as a brother. Brother, I'm using your pad now, I forget. See the feedback, a girl is forgetting, she is on period. Such a comfort my napkin is giving. It is a uragada for me. That's it. Now the end product is accepted by women. Then certification is secondary. But even though you are showing a dozen of certification, this, that, it is rejected by customer, the certificates are useless. You are getting ISO, BSO, world, BRN certificate, Trump certificate, it is useless unless otherwise it is accepted by the customer, whether the service or product. So what I did, it is reverse. I got best certification from customer. Then I went to the lab where, being engineering product, I have to send this machine to IIT. Those days, I don't know the difference between ITA and IIT. Whenever I'm going to IIT, I used to pronounce like ITA. The professor say, Muruga, it is not ITA. It is called Industrial Institute Technology. It is IIT. Then I dismantled all the machine for evaluation purpose in a big hall. Very first time I am meeting men with French bird, not wearing full pant, often Bermudas, Nike shoes. They are speaking English with whole body. Hi, boy. I never have, because the English which I am speaking in front of you is from 2009 December. I don't know how it is came. Maybe Lord Shiva, right, with Sula. Then because I told, while I'm telling from the beginning, cotton is my domain, the domain knowledge. Like that, I am from my childhood, I worked in workshop. I'm a practical engineer. That is my domain. That's why the engineer is asking in any language, why this carbon blade, why this vessel is SS208, why this pressure is this level. I'm answering in my mother tongue, Gujarati or Hindi, like that. Then they agreed, it's an innovation, but they left a little bit away from me. They started criticizing, why this guy make his life into miserable. I think his wife also left and he made this simple machine by wood. What is going to do with this? See the trouble, please, younger generation. You are looking, the moment you are telling your idea, you are expecting the world should put a red carpet in front of you. Then all the VCs come forward, queue up, and they have to pour money into a venture. It will never happen. In spite, I proved I'm having a working model, not even a model, the machine. You can make parts. In spite, they're having doubt how I am going to use this means, how I am going to apply this equipment to compete with Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, Unilever, this liver, that liver, all billions. They are correct. But sometimes being a startup or you are conceiving an idea. See how beautiful the English. Whether women is conceiving a fetus in womb, the same conceiving an idea also. It's like a fetus in the mother womb. Unless or you should deliver, don't talk about to anyone. No one realize you are carrying a baby, whether it's a boy or girl, how it is sitting in the stomach. Only you enjoy. First you deliver a baby, then the baby let walk, let speak, then you call the VC. Don't try the moment you conceive. Then, I'm telling, don't try to debate with your lecturers or fathers, later mother-in-laws, wives, because many times if you show practical success, then the world will shut his mouth. That's why I apply the secondary. I don't want to debate with them, because I'm having a lot in my mind how to apply this, how to do this, because I know that idea. Because I'm working in village, I work always with village people either. Having a spectacle of seeing India into different color. The moment you come out from IMT, the India looks in yellow, but I am looking green. My India is blue, like that. I will play the video now. Can you play the video?
Sure, sir. I request you to please unshare the PPT so that I can play the video, sir.
No, I'll finish up, then you show, okay? Anything trouble?
Okay, fine, sir. Sure, sir, sure.
So this is the video. No, it is a 40-second video. I set up the unit. I never took back the machine from Chennai to Coimbatore. I took the machine from Chennai to Madhubani, a village near Nepal border, maybe in UP, where I set up. A miracle thing is happened. No one know. It is like a one-man army. Then it has become super hit. Then I started making second machine. I'm giving only purposely uneducated women. If anyone coming, I'm MSc Physics, MSc Geology, Jao. That's it. Why? Because I will tell later. Then I started giving machine. You see, these women are called as Naxals, Maoists. No, only their brothers, uncles, and husbands are having gun. These women are eating good food only on festival days. This is in Anandapur. It's a backward area. Then I took a machine on donkey's back. It is in Tegri Hills, 10 hours drive from Uttarakhand. So it is a back view. You just see villages are situated on the slopes. This is the back view. Even you are having cancer, go and stay there. Walk with the tribals on the tribal path. In 6 months, the cancer will cure. You will get 6-pack on your stomach. So what I want to say, to reach this place, Johnson & Johnson or Unilever take another quarter century. Muruga is already there. This is called successful rural marketing. I told the same line in London in front of senior vice president, 77 SVPs of Unilever. Because rural marketing is a fancy word. Any corporate government can put their nose into rural. Only the revenue will go up, the profit will go down. But how Muruga able to succeed being a rural entrepreneur or rural marketing something, I will come later. So then in schools, the school girls started making sanitary pad in school. So I called like earning while learning of the girls told tuition fees. Then see, I am traveling in a military jeep. It is in Ladakh, then Leh. Suffocation. I took younger people also 23, 24 years younger. They are already first day itself, they get Bimaru. I managed 3 days to install the machine. Then I am also getting suffocation. And in spite, we installed the machine. So why I'm telling, so this is called field trial. A founder in field. So being a founder later, if you are a startup, you are only in AC rooms. AC and VC, I used to laugh. Always people, startup people are in AC room with VC. Venture capitalists, they are busy with building their books. Stupid thing will happen. That's why it become, mushroom, it become, balloon. It's a bubble. Why it's bubble? I know from the day one, they're sitting with AC room and VC. It's not like that. You can see the being a founder, I am moving around. I check up to a particular day. Then I am sort of sending my team, not from day one. So this is the model, very first time, women to women model. Why? I'm telling later. Then later, it is a latest story. I thought I'm empowering women, millions of women, this, that. Then after releasing the film in 2018, we used to give premium shows in all metros in Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore and all. Like the way one multiplex in Chennai, they released in 4 theaters. Then the manager calling me, sir, girls, they want to see you. Then I went there. There are 200 girls. I thought they will give the feedback of film. You know what they did? The moment they saw my face, they started saying, "Baba, ba." My God, it is like hitting my face like a chappals. I tried to empower only women can eligible, without physical anything. But how I forgot, deaf and dumb girls. But how you can make a machine, how you empower, how then we design the machine, we make a training program, then we install the world first unit by Kamal Hassan come into picture in Chennai. The deaf and dumb girls, now they are making their own pads. The girls they are teaching in their sign language, even the other country girls from Chennai. See, even I am spending 2 decades, there is untouched area. Then I saw deaf and dumb girl, then I'm seeing a blind girl. Oh my God, how they will know when they are getting period, how they will use. Then we started designing not a pad, something total different. See, it is never end. If you become innovator, it is never end. That's why I started meeting my philosopher and my well-wisher, Abdul Kalamji. I'm showing the unit which I searched in Hilltop. Then I got the Best Engineering Award from Pradipha Patil Madam, National Best Innovation Award. Because of that, I become a stage speaker. I'm starting criticizing government, only 10% women using sanitary pad. Then the government come into that picture. Then not in questioning while I'm in dais, while I'm taking coffee and dinner or lunch. Muruga, are you serious? Yes, sir. This what I worked in almost 1,000 villages, more than 1,000 villages. Then that government on those time, they called AC Nielsen, and American consultant. I don't know how many crores the government spent. Then they took 18 months time. I told only 10% women are using sanitary pad, 90% not using. Then the AC Nielsen come out the report. So everything, I'm not speaking like a political person, something to cover the time. Everything I'm talking about data. So this is what I'm talking. You can Google, you can get AC Nielsen report on 2010. You know what it is? 88% of women in India not access to proper menstrual hygiene. When? 2009. 1947 to 2009, the penetration of personal hygiene materials, not even 12%. In spite the presence of multinational government agencies, everything, that's what. So what Muruga school report told is become perfect. Then coming to important thing. Even the audience, you are having any idea, being a student, even a professor or a principal, then you make it either a service or a product, you brand it, then you will think about retailing. It is, I don't know for how many centuries people did this, retailing. You need billions. Earlier, it is only few channels, DD channel, something. Now, hundreds and thousands of channels, YouTube, social media, no one can enter to branding. You need multi-billion. Then suddenly Jack Ma's and Jeff Bezos are making a lot of noise on e-tailing. This also you need billions. But how Muruga able to manage, especially the word you mentioned on top, how he is sustaining against multi-billion, multinational, transnational on retailing and e-tailing. Muruga's model is not retailing or retailing. My model is detailing. Even now, I'm never in a hurry to finish my speech. I like a lecturer. That's what whenever you are seeing your faculty or lecturer, put your hand. Because detailing is a tough job. You can do 1 time, 2 time, 100 time, 1,000 time, no one can do detail. That's what I'm telling. You are become lazy or hesitant to give answer to your daughter's question. You are going to end up with a failure mother. You are hesitant or become lazy to answer your son question. You are going to end up with a failure father. Then you, no matter startup or entrepreneur, if you are get bored, Your appointed people, you are thinking they will detail. Nobody will detail. It's the toughest job in the history. But we did, because we made this product, we connect with livelihood, women to women model. The women want a livelihood, they will take the product to other women. Very first time, the women talked about their personal hygiene, because up to my entry into this domain, our entry into domain, the domain is meant for only Europe and American. Now I open the door to all Indians, all, even student. A 10th student is started thinking sanitary pads. That's what we did. It's opening the gate, opening the domain. Now, out of this detailing, before that, whenever you see the advertisement of that product, a girl wearing a tight white jeans, she run behind a small dog, jump over a compound wall. They always talk about comfort, comfort, comfort. It is not a comfort product. It is a hygiene product, but you cannot handle. But later we come out a full film, but it's very tough. We took almost 19 months to discuss about making a film on menstruation. Even big multinational are thinking to come out a 10-second advertisement on this matter. How we made it? We made women to women model. Women go to other women. Do you have itching? Do you have white discharge? Please don't use sawdust, sand, leaves. Use this. Free. Out of it, we created around 1,343 local brands. So why this all take longer time? I think already time out. It's a strategy to cope the cutthroat competition of multinational transnational. These 1,343 local brands mean Gujarati name, Marathi name, and Uttaranchal name, Rajasthani name, so Tamil name, Nari Suraksha, Subchain. It will create a personal touch among the local group, because this is not a very importantly, what I want to say, the video which I played, I stopped. What Muruga did through his invention, up to his invention, personal women menstrual hygiene products are made into macro and centralized model of doing thing. I put bombarded into this. I converted into micro and decentralized model of doing thing, not in one roof making napkin in Maharashtra, sending it to Kashmir and Northeast. No, locally made, locally brand, locally sell. These brands are cumulatively now creating $0.82 billion revenue. These are all I'm not claiming. You can see case study of Harvard, Stanford, and recently in seed of Blue Ocean Strategy. They put this case study as a lesson material in 184 colleges in Europe. So that's why I'm discussing with Paul Polman, the CEO of Unilever, and the black coat is Sanjeev Mehta, is managing 7 countries from Mumbai, Hindustan Unilever. Finally, Muruga is in middle. So why? Because now every street, youth having an idea, you become a startup, Mala, Lala, Lula, Kala, all these are used. But what is a product? Nothing than a platform in a computer, a parasite model of doing things, not in core engineering, core pharma, core chemical, nothing. In this situation, Muruga is making machine in iron. The machines are making sanitary pad. Women is going to menstruate for another 1,000 years. It is a rock solid business. That is why I'm become an item girl. They put in middle. I'm circled by venture capitalists. So not older photo. Even recently, Amit Agarwal visited Coimbatore. Everything on their invitation. They visited me and I never visited them. Is an Amazon CEO of India. And on his invitation at Seattle, even Melinda never makes Bill Gates to laugh from his stomach, but Muruga made Bill Gates to laugh from his stomach in Seattle. He spent 1 hour 28 minutes. It became local news because Gates won't spend more than 7 minutes, the highest time. So it became viral across globe, especially CNN, BBC, Guardian, Globe and Mail like that. Then later, all the Times of India, Hindu started writing. Then I got the President Award, Padman Award from Pranab Mukherjee sir. He is also my customer. He bought 7 machines to install his state in Haryana. So what do you need to be a change maker? Wealthy partner, mother-in-law, or a foolish venture capitalist, an opportunity, or good luck? No. all you need a problem. I never mentioned you will get an opportunity, because opportunities is already grabbed by big corporates and big powerful mafia people like that. So luckily, I told in German, you youth, you gentlemen, you are cursed one. You born in German. If I say look for a problem, you have to go with the magnifying glass. But luckily, we born in India. Every step we put in India, we get under problem. That's why don't worry. You come out, and after finishing that, you go out the street, you can found under problem. So what I am saying, find a solution to the problem, how I did, then the solution became a product or a service. So that will take you, no need to be struggle. The moment you are giving a solution to your problem with your idea or a product or service, from the day on, you become a change maker. That's it. So then more than that, I tried to build this company not on revenue. It is, that means I'm not saying money is not important. It should be a byproduct. So I put measurable social impact first. Then if you calculate all the auditors will, the money, revenue, it is all auditors matter, not our matter. We never talk about anywhere in figures, 1 million, 2 billion. I shy to talk about also. Then so far 5,300 machines units set up all over India and other countries. And finally, the world is calling me as a corporate bomber, but never put any bomb on any corporate. Even players like Dwayne Bravo is visited. That's my headquarters, a 2020 room. Even today, not a 10-floor building, nothing. I can talk about resource management along, but time is remittance. So next, this in London, the Performance Theatre is the forum formed by Fortune 100 company CEOs. They selected me for Inspire Leadership Award. I am taking the award. I'm sitting with World Bank, Zermi. Again, I met Paul Polman. I am asking every CEO, sir, what is your last year revenue? Then I started hugging Polman. I posted 140 billion, hugging a 0 billion. Here, zeros, billions are not a matter. The idea, the change, the revolution you made, no matter from where you are doing, from UP or from Delhi or from New York, no matter. Even from a small village of Karjat of Maharashtra you are doing, you will be hugged by Fortune 100 company CEOs. I am here sitting alive. We only 3 Indians there in the program, Sam Petrodo, the CEO of MasterCard Ajay Banga, and me. And this is the most influential person meeting. 4 people started from India, our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi sir and Arvind Kejriwal, Arundhati Rai, but nobody came. Then I am representing India. I'm started working like Aishwarya Rai on red carpet, assisted by 2. The press of West is bombarding question on me, because the moment you achieve something, the world will think like you are a master of all subjects. You have to speak, because the moment you cross Atlantic, you are not Arunachalam or Muruga, you are India. That's what I never ashamed India. I used to give answer, I never hesitate. And this background is a very elite program. Only I afraid who the other 96 people are, but God's make me easy. I don't know who the other 96, but all the 96 know who I am. The closed circuit TV showed my face. They told my story, continuous the program. And the measurable social impact created so far is more than 110,000 rural women got direct livelihood. And later it became a Bollywood film. And you can see later that this. And recently we selected on Fortune magazine as a world's 50 greatest leaders list. And I'm showing some latest picture, because this 25 years story. I'm not like Ashok Kumar is a old hero, a few films hit in 67 days. Now I am live current even today. This is on his Gautam's invitation on his headquarters in Ahmedabad. I'm presenting a painting to Gautam and Preeti Gautam. And on his visit to Coimbatore, Piyush sir is my best friend. He wanted desperately to meet me. I met at Coimbatore. He tweeted, he put on Instagram, we never put. You just see the account. So don't waste the social media. Something you did, the whole social media will write about you. That's what this reverse. My idea is always reverse. Don't waste your time. Do something big. Everybody will start writing you. So more than that. So that's my idea. And more than 85 million women shifted from unhygiene to hygiene method. The vision, what is driving? So creating 1 million rural employment for women only in India for women, and converting India into 100% menstrual hygiene country from the current level of 10%. So from 2009, it became 12. Latest NSS National Sample Survey says it became 34. So our achievement is from 12, 1947 to 2009 is 12% penetration. We make into 34 from 2009 to 2016. So soon we will do it in 100%. And not only India, I'm having IPR rights on machine. I put machine detail as in open forum, like open software in public domain. Anyone can make their own. That's why 106 developing nations are accessing it. And that is why this is called Pink Revolution. And these are all, now everyone agree, I am the change initiative on sustainability and social responsibility. And now definitely you will believe, being small like me, you can bring big changes. This is truly made in India. Jai Hind. Audio.
Sir. Thank you, sir, for sharing your story of such a beautiful and inspiring journey. I'm sure that your story will inspire the students to be the change makers and enjoy their lives.
I can go over that first. Why should I do this? 1 minute. Okay. You can play the video if you miss that first video, if your time permits. Tea kadikma. Question on this. Light port, light port. Then leave it. Is problem, we'll leave it. Shall I try to play from here?
Maybe. Upendraji, is there a problem?
You are having problem, no?
Yes, sir. You can try, sir.
No, again, it will not play, no?
No, sir, it's not playing.
Yeah. But audio will not come, I think.
We can hear something, but the video is not visible, sir. It is actually showing the presentation. I think the video is now coming up, but we can't. It's not running as yet, and we can't hear anything.
No problem. Leave it, ma. You try there.
So if it is on YouTube, Bhupendraji, you may like to share in the chat.
No, not an issue. Don't waste time. No, go ahead.
Okay. Over to you, Shivangsh.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your such an inspiring and beautiful journey. The story of such a
volume.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your beautiful story and such an inspiring journey.
You can come out that from the screen.
Can you unshare this? Can you unshare this?
You can answer, I think, Shivani.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
So I'm
Maybe
sure
that
that
create problem, I think. Shivani, you put that, na, that's what this video never played. You are already sad. I am already sad. That's what the problem. Okay, leave it. Okay.
yes, sir.
Go
So
ahead.
I'm sure that the students will be inspired from this, and will strive to be change makers and enjoy their lives like you have. And now we are open for questions from the audience. I request the students and the faculty members and all our esteemed participants to please write their questions in the chat box and send it here. We'll wait for some for 1 minute for the students to write the questions on the chat box and
Okay.
send it to us.
So nice volume, no, nice audience, I think.
Yes, sir. A lot of students have.
But
come
I
to know.
diluted is okay, na? I never went into tough because for managers I will do in a very technical way. Because a student I dilute it. So
Yes, sir.
Everyone is requested to come up with questions in the
think the
chat.
Chat
please.
box is disabled. So Bhupinder sir, can you please enable the chat box
Yeah.
for everyone?
Meanwhile, you can anyone can ask.
you can ask now. Put mic. Na?
Simply.
But
Yeah, so I think there are some questions that came to me in my chat, and I'm just forwarding it to Shivansh in WhatsApp. Okay, Shivansh, have a
Alright.
look. Yeah.
But I took 1 hour or 45 minutes. I forgot the time. 45 minutes, na?
Sir,
Yeah.
it was really, really inspiring. It doesn't really
But I'm
matter how
worrying. I'm
long.
making late. Otherwise,
No
I told
problem,
you,
no
na, I'm
problem,
not going to
sir.
speak. I'll try to
Yes, sir.
detail
So
like
I
a
have got
class.
some questions with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shivash, keep the mic close to you.
Yeah. So am I audible?
Yes, now.
Yes, yes.
All right. So for the first question is like, how do you think that the Indian feminine hygiene industry has changed after COVID-19?
Yeah. Who? A girl or boy asked?
Sir, a boy asked this question.
Fantastic.
Nishkarsh Jain.
Okay. So actually it became reverse, especially on the first wave, they made red zone, blue zone, all zones. Na? They given all other commodities, they missed this product. Then I wrote an open letter, not open letter, just I started sharing a letter to media. They called it an open letter, they put in whole India. Then suddenly from, home department, all the joint secretaries started calling me, what Muruga, what do you want? Because not only me, the government, our prime minister is removed the GST for this commodity. We combinedly, we created some menstrual hygiene, the achievement, suddenly it gone reverse because if that, if you close a street or something, consignment or something, you see the women used to go to the nearby kirana shop or somewhere. If the fellow says no stock, they won't go again. Then all the men in the home is in the home because of quarantine. That's what silently what we did for 20 years. The menstrual hygiene started going reverse unknowingly. Then I told to make first the product into, that's what a newspaper write. Muruga convert this FMCG, fast moving consumer good, into fast moving essential good, FMEG. So thanks to Amish Shah sir, FMEG become so, but it make a dent. That's what, even I'm accepting that talk, it will help us to increase. That's why.
Yes, sir. So I think another question has arrived, and the question is, how do you like? What can colleges like ours, like IMT Ghaziabad, can do?
Shivansh, your
Your
volume,
volume
please.
going to dip speaking
Yes, sir.
like that.
Shivansh, you are not clearly audible, and also please take the names because we can't allow other students to talk, but you can at least take their names.
Okay.
That would look nice. Yeah.
So Arvind Pratap has asked the question: what can colleges like ours do to help solve real life social issues that are relevant in our society right now, in a major way?
No, first, what I want to say, if you are impressed on me something, forget Gandhi and Mother Teresa. So they only two. Then you need 4x reserve. Money is important for family, for country, everything. Entrepreneurship very, very important. So our first time is be an entrepreneur. make money while you are doing change. I'm not calling the student to do social service. Do free, become a Mother Teresa. Please don't take it into different angle. Be an entrepreneur, buy a Ferrari. While you are buying a Ferrari, make 100 people buy ordinary Indian cars. That's it. That's a strategy. Okay. First that note, and you found a problem and try to solve the problem. As usual, very simple. What is the confusion in it? But the problem is you suddenly you want to be a very good man. You want to become a saint like Babaji, Mother. No, be a good entrepreneur. Give a correct product with a co-creation with the customer and earn for country. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So another question has come from Sai Ganesh. What are your plans to collaborate with major FMCG players to promote this hygiene products?
They miserably failed. Na? They are there in 1932 to 2009. They are having penetration only 11. They have to connect me to penetrate. We are upper hand, not only here, everywhere.
Absolutely.
See, I'm saying, please don't look into white skin. Sorry if anybody there. And don't, because I don't know much Hindi. If I speak Hindi, lot of mistake will happen. That's why I took a medium from West. But English is not a knowledge, is nothing but a linguistic. Knowledge is there in Ramayana, in Mahabharata, not in stupid management books of Harvard and Stanford. See, what I did, Muruga, there is a big American and Europe company. If I become one Magisasur, I think you know about that Magisasur history. If you try to kill Magisasur, you put an arrow, a drop of blood touch on this ground of Magisasur blood, another Magisasur will come. So like that, I create thousands of Magisasur, the napkin brands around big companies. They don't know whom they kill. If I am alone, I'm nowhere. That's it. So like this, there are a lot of strategies there in Idigas and lot of Vedas. You study it, patiently do it. So don't try to come out from Stanford and compete America. So you have to go out from IMT. You can very well compete to America, not from Stanford. So the answer is,
Sir,
they are
yes,
expecting from us. We are not expecting anything from them. That's it.
yes, sir. So I just received the video, and can I just try sharing it from my side?
Please. Yeah.
All right.
Because people, they want to do always big, to break that. See how simple I did, but it's like an atom bomb.
Is it visible?
Yeah, visible. But not. Only sound is
It's
coming.
audible, only sound. Video is not coming, only sound is coming.
All right. I think there's some technical difficulties from my side.
Fine, really. So, in spite we did rehearsal. See, for presentation, what we plan, struggle, then you think about entrepreneurship. So don't hurry. It's just nothing but an event. We did on other platform. We spend another 1.5 hours, I think, in afternoon. Then you change platform. Even though you are struggling, is already there. To present this, we are having struggle. Then creating new. It is always you have to pain yourself little bit. That's it. Okay, go question. You work. You can answer other question. Another question.
Yeah,
Can you
Shivang,
unshare the video, please?
yeah.
There are some technical issues from my side. I'm not able to access the screen.
Shivansh, are there other questions coming? So you
No,
can.
I think we can wrap up the session.
Okay. Please go ahead then.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So, one second, just there's some technical issues coming.
You are not visible also, Shivansh.
Valedictory address.
Shivansh, is there a problem? So let me now.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. So is it okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah, please carry on.
So I would like to now request Dr. Amit Sareen, Dean Academics, IMT Ghaziabad, to kindly deliver the valedictory address.
You did it.
Yeah, thanks. So finally you made
beautiful,
it.
Beautiful.
So
thanks to Inderji for making it. Yeah.
So thanks everyone, Professor Kasturi, Dr. Talwar, for arranging this great session, and of course thanks to the great man Mr. Arunachalam for coming and gracing us, our institute, our students, and telling his life story. I once read a very interesting saying that the reasonable person adapts himself to the world, while the unreasonable person tries to change the world according to him. And thus all progress depends on the unreasonable person. Now, going through the entire story of Mr. Arunachalam struggling, through his entire family, joint family, and going further and going through setbacks. And, it's a story, it's of inspiration, more than this particular product. I would say as his life story, it's a story of inspiration, that how a person can persevere, how a person can just go against all odds and keep on going, and then succeeding. It's a very, very inspirational story. I really liked the fact that you said that how can you become a change maker? Just so many problems are all around there. Take up that problem, solve. You don't require a huge kind of show to become a change maker. There are so many thousands of problems, and you can become an entrepreneur also, and make some as Mr. Arunachalam was saying, that make a product which can also sell, in the market, so that those who are associated with you can make a reasonable amount of money also, but at the same time the customers are very satisfied. And any business that you run has to be sustainable. And I really liked the concept of the AC and the VC. So you meeting the VC in the AC room instead of, the venture cap, instead of being on the field with the customers, and trying to understand what they want, and then making a product according to them. And of course, that also links to sustainability, because you're making a product which the people want, And in fact, you just echoed my thoughts when you said that, we are all lucky to be in India, because India is actually the world. You don't need to go anywhere outside India. It's a continent, and I think many people don't realize it. It's a huge continent, and one has to look at it from that angle. It's a huge country, and you can get almost everything here itself. Very interesting thoughts of management being on flexibility and adjustment, and how he has innovated against so many challenges, and a very sharp observer. A very sharp observer that many things someone can ignore, but he used to observe something which possibly a huge nation like us ignored from 1947 to 2009. Imagine, and if the percentage of usage of sanitary pads has increased from 12% in 2009 to somewhere around 34% on a denominator of our population of say 130 crores divided by 2. That's a huge number. It's a huge success, and that has been achieved. And as good managers, we always rely on science and the scientific principle. And many times there is a lot of orthodoxy, even in science itself. And someone tries to dare to use those scientific principles and challenge the orthodoxies or the conventions. I think that can be seen from Mr. Arunachalam, who really nicely said that any R&D department is not something to be scared of, but it's actually a trial and error department, and that's how you learn. And that's how you become an entrepreneur. And you keep on learning from your inputs and mistakes. And how, instead of making complex things, you should simplify things and make a great product. So I think I would like to thank Professor Kasturi, Dr. Talwar, for this great opportunity to meet the great man, Mr. Arunachalam. And thank you, sir, for coming and gracing our institute.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, bye everyone. Thank you.
Thank you
very much, sir. Thank you.
very much, Dr. Muruganantham. On behalf of all of us in IMT Ghaziabad, it's really our honor and privilege to have you with us. And I would also take this opportunity to extend our thanks on behalf of the academic committee and I Am the Change Initiative on Sustainability and Social Responsibility to everyone who has joined us today, particularly all our beloved students, my faculty colleagues, my staff colleagues, and everyone, particularly our IT department who has been constantly giving us support, Bhupendraji, Inderji, Jayaji, and our program office, Bohugunaji, Neerajji, everyone who have been supporting. Without their support, we could not have conducted this. And I would also like to thank Mr. Anand Bryan from your office, sir.
Yes,
because he has been constantly with touch and he has been so supportive to see to it that we do it in a proper way. And my thanks to Shivansh for taking us through in this entire journey, and everyone in the academic committee. And last but not the least, personally, I would like to thank Dr. Vishal Talwar, IMT Ghaziabad Director, and Dr. Amit Sarin, Dean Academics, IMT Ghaziabad, for all the inspiration and support throughout. Without them and their support, we could not have done this. So really, really thankful to all of you who have come and joined us today. And thank you very much once again, sir, for taking us through this journey. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.